Hi, I'm Ashley Hansen. I'm 26 years old and I've been attending CLF for a year and a half now. I was raised in the Christian atmosphere. I attended my church regularly, but I wasn't full in a relationship with God. Growing up, my parents had gotten divorced when I was young, so that really drew me away from the little bit of faith that I did have. I was running with quite a risque crowd, and a lot of my friends were into, drugs and alcohol, and I had a lot of heartbreak. I was in and out of relationships that were meaningless, and I ended up getting stuck into one that was especially bad because the guy was verbally abusive towards me and basically would always tell me that I wouldn't be worth anything. And unfortunately, I believed him. I kept having something deep inside me tell me that this wasn't it. And eventually I worked up the strength to leave that individual and move back in with my mom. That season was a really dark time for me, and I didn't see my life going in a very good direction. I got into a relationship with my fiance, who we've been together for 5 years, and we were both kind of on the not the right track. The turning point in my life was unfortunately when he ended up having to go to prison, and I once again felt alone and was struggling, and his mom kept asking me, do you want to come to church? Do you want to come to CLF with me? And I said yes. And so when I started attending CLF, things started changing in my life. It taught me to lean on him instead of leaning on the other things like drugs and alcohol. And so by attending CLF, I finally decided to get baptized again. Last summer, we were down at the baptismal reception, I guess you could say, and I was the last one. I wasn't even signed up. I just saw everybody getting baptized, and God was pulling at me and telling me it was time to lay down my life for Him and let go. And so I did. I laid my life down and I gave it all up, everything. And He's changed my life so much. Looking back on myself, I didn't like who I was. I didn't like who I was becoming. And God has really changed me, which in hand has changed my fiance. He's, attends his Bible study and goes to church and is influencing people around him that probably would never know God. Since I laid down my life for Him, He's made Himself new in me, and the things that I used to find comfort in don't appeal to me anymore. Whenever I feel alone, I turn to the Bible and I just open up to any random page, and it seems like He's speaking to me. I can't even imagine my life any different. I look back at who I was, and He's made things possible that I always thought were impossible.